strong crocodile pulled and pulled, while the elephant's child braced himself with all his might and cried out for help.
Help! Help!
Although the snake was still half asleep, she heard the little elephant's child cry out. As the cries continued, she became wide awake, and when she looked down, she saw a strange tug-of-war going on between the crocodile and the elephant's child. At once, the clever snake realized that the elephant's child was in danger, and she felt rather sorry for him. Anyway, the snake and the crocodile had always been enemies. "Unless I help the little elephant, he will be lost," she thought. The snake hissed at the crocodile, but the crocodile was not afraid. He still kept on pulling the elephant child's trunk. "Pull as hard as you can," the snake shouted to the elephant's child, "or the crocodile will eat you all up." So the elephant's child pulled and the crocodile pulled. They both pulled with all their might, but the crocodile seemed to be winning. Then the quick-thinking snake curled her tail round the elephant child's body, wound herself round a tree, and pulled with all her might. They pulled and pulled, but in this incredible tug-of-war, neither the crocodile nor the elephant would give in. And as they pulled, the elephant child's trunk got longer and longer. The elephant's child spread his 4 little legs. He tried to stand fast and pulled as hard as he could.
"Oh, this is all too much for me,"
said the elephant's child through his nose. It was only when the crocodile was completely exhausted that he let go. As the crocodile opened his mouth, the elephant's child sat down hard on the ground. The crocodile vanished into the water, and the elephant's child thanked the snake for saving him.
"Thank you for saving me, Snake."
By now, the little elephant's trunk had become incredibly long. It was very painful after all that pulling, and because he didn't know what else to do, he put it into the water to ease the pain. "What are you doing?" asked the snake.
"You can see," he replied, "how long my trunk has become. I will keep it in the water until it gets short again."
"You'll turn pink with purple spots before that happens," laughed the snake. For 3 days, the elephant's child held his trunk in the water. He could no longer feel any pain, but his trunk had not grown any shorter. Then, instead of moaning about his long trunk, he started to wonder what he could do with it. He sucked up a trunk full of water and sprayed it over his back. It was such a hot day that it cooled him down wonderfully. When the snake saw him spraying the water, she was impressed. "How useful that trunk of yours is," she said. By now, the little elephant was becoming rather proud of his long trunk. In fact, he found plenty of uses for it. When a fly landed on his back, swat, he used his trunk to get rid of it. When he felt hungry and wanted to pluck fruit from the trees, he just stretched out his trunk. It was as simple as that. Eventually, he said goodbye to the snake and made his way home.
"Goodbye, Snake."
On the way home, the elephant's child met the monkey who had spanked him. As soon as the monkey saw his long trunk, he thought it was very funny indeed and laughed out loud.
"You look so silly. What a silly
"Just
trunk."
you wait! I'll teach you not to laugh," he said to the monkey. He wrapped his trunk around the monkey's hairy arm and dropped him into a wasp's nest. The monkey howled with pain. Then the elephant's child met the hippopotamus again. "What a ridiculous trunk!" he cried. The elephant's child wanted to get his own back, so he picked up a thick branch with his trunk and beat the cheeky hippopotamus with it.
Oh, I say! Oh,
After that, he only said good things about the elephant child's long trunk.
Oh, no, I didn't mean it. It's very nice. It's a lovely trunk.
When he got home, at first his parents stared at him and made jokes about his long trunk.
Here he is. Oh,
Then they broke into fits of laughter.
What does he look like?
Soon, the elephant child's patience snapped and he boxed the ears of his brother. Then he fetched a bucket of water and used his trunk to spray it over his brothers and sisters. In the end, all the elephants came to admire his long trunk. In fact, they thought it was wonderful.
What a lovely trunk it is after all.
They too decided to go to the river so that they could get long trunks from the crocodile. Now, all this happened long, long ago. But strangely enough, every elephant's child born since then has had a long trunk.